Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
This is my final maths-related interview.
What sort of villain gets that?
It's Australia's reaction. It's an
This
exclusive.
is an exclusive. That's hitting the cutting room floor, bro.
Caused a lot of drama and it never got air. It just went nuts.
What's good, everybody? Back in the studio, ready to spit some fire with my girl Selina.
What's up?
What's good, baby? Listen, this is our first interview together.
No, well, my first interview
Well, yeah, absolutely.
together.
You excited?
I'm so excited. I love who we're going to have in.
Come on now, most definitely. Listen,
I'm
today's
very
guests
excited.
are going to be from Love Island, okay? So it's a little bit of a change, okay? Like we've been talking about maths a lot lately, but listen, before we get into it, I just want to remind you guys that we are recording on Gadigal Land, and man, I can't wait.
Woo.
So Sal, how's your weekend?
My weekend was so good. So I had a few events on, a few red carpet events, bumped into my fellow maths friends.
I did see that.
And
You look amazing, by the way.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I also was invited to Caitlin from this season's maths, so season 10's birthday. Shout out to Caitlin. Happy birthday, girl.
Happy birthday,
Woo!
Caitlin. Yes, ma'am. Hey, I'm hoping that you actually managed to do a little bit of networking, right? Because some of those people got to come on the show.
Yes, I'm working on it.
We're working on
Your
it.
girl's hustling. Anyway, I found out some juicy goss.
Oh, my God.
So, Caitlin, Janelle, Tani, Melinda, forgive me if I'm forgetting anyone else. But anyway, we were all there, you know, in the booth like VIP.
Ooh, popping bottles.
Popping bottles!
Popping bottles,
Legit,
popping booty.
with the sign, with the girls that come out with the sign and everything. Anyway, I was like talking to the girls and Melinda, because it was the first time I ever met her, the one that was matched with Leighton. Anyway, she comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, so nice to finally meet you. Like, I loved you. You were my favourite. And I'm like, I was a bit like shook because I don't know if I told you, but on Instagram, she had
you,
blocked
right?
me.
Yeah. You guys had beef.
Well, no, I don't
One-sided
think we
beef.
had beef because I had never met her, but I've always loved and adored her. So when she had come up to me and said that, I was a bit like so confused. Anyway, after a few drinks, I went back up to her and I'm like, look, I have to just say something. I'm like, I'm really confused because you just said that I was your favourite, but on Instagram, you've actually blocked me.
Ooh,
So I
you
just
put
wanted
that
to
much-
know what the deal was. Anyway, we went on Instagram. And for those who don't know, Channel 9 actually take our accounts away from us during the whole airing and post-show for a few weeks
Yeah.
afterwards.
So somebody blocked you in between.
So, yes, they've gone and strategically blocked certain people before they hand back their accounts. So it looks like they're beefing with us, but they're not.
That's the same thing that happened with Al and Harrison. Because
That's what Harrison did the same to me as well, but he didn't though. There's a glitch, man.
No glitch, baby. They're doing this because they want people to stay relevant after the show. But that's just me. That's just what I'm thinking.
But it's weird how they've blocked certain people from reaching out to other, like certain people that they're very strategic. Like,
Maybe
I feel
they
like
know
it's
that.
very political.
I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. And then what did she say?
She said the same. She was like, like we were just mapping out the people that she could see and the people that she couldn't. And it was like they wanted main characters to merge and the other ones, side chicks like myself,
What the
to
hell?
just like be blocked. I don't know. It was weird.
That's kind of shit, man.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But I'm glad, like we're so glad that we got to like cross paths
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
actually like talk that out.
Is Leighton following you?
No, but he didn't block me.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not
that's a whole
blocked.
different story.
I just feel like what warrants a block? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. That's like a stab in the dark right there. Like you can't see that shit and then you're like, wait, hold up.
especially when you like highly rate the person and then you realize they blocked you. You're just like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I say?
Well, we're just happy for peace. We're happy for peace.
Peace, man. Peace, love, and unity.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Stella and Maddy, welcome to the studio, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
That's what's up. Hey, you guys were lost, but you guys made it though. So thanks so much for the effort. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
So much.
We've got a lot to discuss, right? But I think first things first, we've had a lot of people from maths actually come in. So, you know, Sel's been shining and, you know, like for me, it's like I watch maths, but, you know, I'm a Love Island expert. You know what I'm saying? So I used to watch Love Island UK, but specifically your guys' season. You know, I was following. So before we actually get into, you know, like the actual show, let's talk a little bit about before the show. What was your lives like? You know what I mean? Let's start with you, Stella.
Oh, okay. My life was just, I don't know, I was working full time. I also like had only just finished uni as well. And yeah, I don't know, I was just like a working gal, just going out with my friends, like I don't know. I felt like I was just really normal, and I was so out of the influencer scene too.
That's what's up.
Like I had absolutely no connections with this world whatsoever.
And what was your love life like?
My love life, not the best. I
Yep.
feel like I don't have the best of luck really, and I think that I like was really held on to things when I was younger, so I like compared everything to that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the best love life before.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
So many levels.
I was hoping my luck with Love Island, like.
It's so funny. I don't think anyone ever prior to going on any sort of dating show can say, yeah, my love life was great before going on.
Yeah.
It's like it's always a mess, and they want your love life to be a bit of a shambles, I think, before you go in. So
Yeah,
you
because if it was any good, then you shouldn't be on the show. You know your ass is cheating on somebody.
exactly.
Right?
Well, mine was a mess. I'd gone through a really bad traumatic breakup like about a year before I'd gone on, and it was like I was living in Melbourne and I just moved back home to Perth to be with my family and stuff, and yeah, it was just like, I don't know, I was sort of just like mentally all over the place. And so I actually started doing the Miss Universe pageant, which sort of like gave me a sense of like purpose. I made some really good friendships out of it, but it's sort of like from the time I applied, which was like probably just before Miss Universe, to the time I went on the show, I feel like the person I was when I applied was not the same person I was as I entered. I think Miss Universe like straightened me up a bit, and like, I don't know, I think like going into Love Island, I probably didn't feel like I could really fully let go, because there was a part of me that had this like Miss Universe like beauty pageant personality like drilled into me.
That makes so much
yeah.
sense. Sorry, because when I was watching you on the show, I was like, this girl is stunning. And I just didn't feel like, I know people bang on about the edit, but they did you justice, because I met you post-show. We went to Tiva that night together.
Yeah.
And this whole different, like, Maddy came out. I was like, who is she?
Yeah, I feel like people don't realise, like, I can be quite a bit of a loose cannon, and I definitely used to be.
Yeah.
And then, that side of me comes out a lot, especially when alcohol's involved, so.
I love it. I love it.
And now, what made you guys want to go on a reality TV show then? If I guess you know, like the love wasn't really happening on the outside.
I was just kind of like, fuck it. Like, I was literally, I'd always watched Love Island, and I was just like, I reckon I could do it. And literally from the minute that I hit submit to apply, I was like, yep, in the bag, right? Like, I just knew it would happen. And then I was kind of like, well, you know what? I've got two options in my life. I can either just like live my like normal life, which is really good, and that's awesome, or I could do this really cool thing that no one gets to do. So like, that was my sort of process on it.
Yeah. And I'm sort of with the same notion on that, where it was like, well, actually, I had been a big Love Island fan since season 1.
Wow, me too.
And so when season 2 came, well, as they were asking for people to apply for season 2, I had applied at that point, but I didn't get through. And then I was on their mailing list every year after. For season 3, I was in a relationship, but then season 4, I applied again, and I made it through this time.
And then you got it. That's what's up.
Oh, I didn't know you applied for season 3.
I applied for season 2.
Season 2, sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't
season
know
3 I
that.
didn't apply for because I was in a relationship with that toxic ex.
Oh,
But thank God I was, because I basically like, what's it called when I trauma dumped at my audition on Alex and the producers, and that's probably why they put me on season 4. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. So you came in on as a bombshell.
Yeah.
Like, what did that feel like for you? Like, would you have preferred to be a main? I don't want to call it main and like, you
An
know
OG.
what I mean? Yeah.
Given the season I was on and the cast that was there, I would have, if I had to do it all over again with the same cast members, I would have rather had done it as an OG.
Yeah.
But because I just felt like I was excluded a lot more severely, especially looking back on it now, than previous bombshells were with other seasons.
Really?
Personally, I saw that though.
Yeah.
So as a viewer, I felt for you.
Yeah.
Like, I
Thank
really
you.
did. For both of you, you're like, Stella, you're just like, oh, my spirit animal.
Yeah. we had really similar
Full on
journeys.
laugh at my experience at this point in time. I'm just like,
No.
Nah, man. Honestly, like, cause like, I really like your journey. You know, honestly, because like I could most definitely relate. I was on Friend Island, and one point, like the producer literally came and said, "Hey, look, you really here for the free food, huh?" Like, honestly, I was like, the love was happening. I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." The bit that probably broke my heart was, you know, when you were talking to Austin. You know what I'm saying? Wait, was that? You remember that bit when it was like, was it between you and Claudia?
when I was talking to Austin.
Yeah. Wait, was it?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Stella
I'm
was
pretty sure.
never allowed to talk to Austin.
I know. I was going to sound like,
I don't think I spoke with Austin about anything.
Okay, you know what? That's good. Let's get into that then. Did you feel anything for Austin?
No, not really. You know what? Austin's a really nice guy, but like I didn't have that connection with him at all.
Really
But
not?
in a friendship way, yes. Like I like him as a friend, but yeah, I don't know. And honestly, I never even had a chance to. I don't even think we went for a single chat.
Are
The
you
whole
talking
time.
about Jordan?
Yeah, are you talking about?
Oh,
Bro,
my bad. I'm
let's
sorry.
cut
I'm
the whole
sorry.
thing
That's
out.
completely opposite.
Okay.
Big boy Jordy. Actually, my bad.
Yeah.
Because me and Jordy kind of had beef because I was doing like these like reactions, right? Like when like the show was on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Do you remember that? And like I was so invested. It was Jordan, my bad. And I was like, my man's, I was really trying to relate to Jordan, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know if my guy was old there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it felt like it was a little too young for you. Do you feel like you settled a little bit with my man's?
You know what? We were actually talking about this just the other day where we felt like because Jordan was really upset with Claudia, I was like his rebound that he could just never like really accept sort of thing. So like he still like obviously cares for me as a human, but I think because he was so caught up in that Claudia thing and then he wanted to be saved and then I like saved him, he basically like couldn't connect with me for some reason. And like I felt that the whole time.
Yeah.
And like when you look back at it, like obviously now I can see like, oh, we wouldn't have worked and that's fine. But when you're in there and like people are forming such good relationships and connections and that's what people are telling you to do and you can't lock it down, it was so hard. It was really
It's
hard.
quite rejecting, isn't it, when you feel that?
Yeah, and I felt like I just got rejected left, right, and centre in there, like the whole time. Like my self-confidence, I led the villa and I was like, whoa.
I know, but what I loved about you and your journey was you stayed and remained positive the whole time. Like
Yeah.
even when you were crying, like the whole Australia
felt, yeah.
cried with you.
Absolutely.
Just know that, like all of us girls were like rooting for you so badly. And
Thank
sorry,
you.
Jordan, you were like the biggest disappointment ever.
I know.
He had such potential.
But Jordan and I, we're friends now, so
Yeah.
like I can't really, I don't want to like say something bad about him.
No,
but, like
yeah,
at the
we're all
time, like
friends.
that sucked.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry, girl. You ain't really missing too much. I saw this platter that is made for this girl, man. Oh my God. Did you see that shit?
Platter with the sardines and shit.
Yeah, man. That was for you, man.
Wait, what?
It was for you.
Oh, him and oh
Put
my
the
god,
fucking
yes.
lavender in there and some flowers you done picked from the bushes.
Yeah,
that
no,
shit
there
ain't
was
edible,
like
bro.
there was like sardines
Oh,
yeah,
on the thing, like a
No.
yeah. I was like, what the
Maddie
fuck?
pulls me aside after that and she goes, did you tell him that I really like sardines? Because I thought that was a really random thing. And I was like, I didn't say anything.
Oh, you actually liked it.
No, it was like I don't know why he ordered like sardines from the crew, and they started frying up fish and put that on my platter with like strawberries and chocolate.
I
and
was seeing that whole
cheese.
mix. I was like, your stomach is not going to be okay after that.
Yeah, I
day.
was really confused. I
You ain't
didn't-
sleeping in the
I
same
hardly
room.
ate any
They tried so hard and failed.
really bad. But like
They tried.
it's the thought that
It's
counts.
the thought, exactly.
Yeah, and I was really touched by it. So
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have been
Mission
touched by that. I would say, hey, boy, go back in the kitchen and let's start this again. Okay, you got a chance. Man, would you change anything about your journey, though, on Love Island?
I think that's really hard to say in hindsight. I had made every decision I made, I did it the best I could with the information I had at the time. But if I could go back knowing what I know now, like, fuck yeah, I know all the cheat codes now. I would go in with so much more confidence next time, and I would treat it like a fucking game.
That's what's
And
up.
I'd just play everybody.
Oh. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'd enter my fuck girl era for sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
This is why I was like, someone actually asked me, they're like, oh, so like, if you were to go back, like, would you be an OG cast again or like a bombshell? I was like, nah, man, I want to be a bombshell. Because I feel like for me, I'm like, you know, going in and like you don't know any, like you don't have any attachment to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can just go and talk to anyone, like without, for example, you can just go and talk to Austin. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Claudia, I don't know you like that.
Really true, because that's how I felt in the very, like, because obviously I was the first girl in there.
Yeah.
And everyone had, this one's mine, this one's mine, this one's mine. And so literally the whole time I did not have a chat with Austin. I never had a chat with Mitch. Only until the end did we ever like start kind of talking, even just as friends, because these girls had like possession over them, you know, and it was like, this is my guy. And me being a nice girl, I was like, okay, like, come on, Stella. That's what I would have changed if I go back. If I was to go back, I would be
a
more,
bombshell?
just be more like forward and just
Yeah.
like call people out in the moment and be like, no, well, I can do that because this is my journey, sort of thing.
Absolutely,
We
man. Because I
love
feel
that.
like even like in the moment, everyone like is so scared because it's like, you know, I don't know. I feel like even like for me, when I was in there, I was like, I don't want to step on any toes, but at the same time, when you get out, most of you guys, like after 3 months, don't even end up talking anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you, in your mind, like you're already like, thinking that you've got this attachment to these people that you're probably going to forget about after the show.
Yeah.
I only talked about a quarter of them now. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, that's so fair because we had like a big Snapchat group when we first left the villa and it was popping off every 2 seconds in the day. Like I felt like I could literally live stream it and it was going off. And I don't think anyone's spoken in it for like a couple months now.
That's crazy.
But we also had a really unique situation where our season was pre-recorded, so we had a couple of months to like chat and keep in contact before it actually aired as well. Whereas I think if it was live, it would have been a completely different story in terms of like how well engaged we were with each other post-show.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that you guys were catching up heaps, like house parties and stuff. Like all of you guys were flying
viewing
back
parties.
and forth. Yeah, that was cute.
Film parties.
You guys all went to a festival in Sydney, I think, as well. I didn't make it for that.
Well, that was when the show was coming out. Whoopsies. So like, so we were all kind of like together. It was fine because I was there with just all of my couples. Tak was there, Andre was there, Jordan was there, Hugh was there. So it was a bit of a confusing mix for me.
Well, speaking about festivals, I saw you guys at Splendor.
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh my god, it was hectic.
It
was so much fun.
So much
But
fun.
oh my gosh, it was like insane.
We had a journey to get home, like an absolute journey.
Yeah.
I tried for the first time.
Oh, excuse us, guys. We're just going to go on a brief commercial break.
Back to reality.
How was that?
It was crazy. That's what I was saying. It was just like our journey home was crazy because we left the festival at like 2 in the morning.
2.
And then our flight was at 6, so we had to be at the airport.
Oh my
we had to be
God.
awake, ready to go to the airport by 4.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So I took Maddy to the plane. Like we literally drove from Byron to the Gold Coast. Like our friend had driven, and then we got to the plane, and we got on this plane, and so Maddie's off her face on the plane, and I'm really sick, and so I'm in the bathroom the whole plane ride, like vomiting my guts up.
No.
And the flight attendants, like they're really trying to help us. They're trying to do everything we can, and they're blaming everything on the air sickness, when really like we were just super hungover from Splendor.
Yeah. And like you could tell on our face, like I still had half my makeup on, like I smelled like shit. Like
we had glitter in our hair, like it was a whole commotion.
Going down
then
to business.
we got back home and it wasn't even 8 a.m. And you know how weird that was for us? Like we were home, and then it was just the weirdest thing ever.
Do you ever get scared being recognised in that state though?
Oh, yeah,
people
we
taking
were.
videos, all the receipts and being sent to Daily Mail.
The girl in front of us was just like, "Oh, that's Stella and Maddy from Love Island," and I immediately just put my puffer over my face.
Man, you've been walking around like this, girl.
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah.
But did you get recognised a lot when you were there?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I feel like we did, but not a super huge amount. And because like we were just literally living our best lives.
Yeah.
And because we were there with a brand, we were also we were on our own schedule, like anything we saw was just like a cool bonus. But it was a really fun time and like really good to just dance.
Right, absolutely. Wait, weren't you guys there at the same time? You were, right?
Yeah, I was there as well.
We saw you.
Yeah, we bumped into each other briefly. I was also very fucked up.
Oh my god!
Thank God it wasn't
back.
just me.
Anyway, so speaking about like brand deals and being, aligned with certain brands and being invited as VIP guests and stuff now, like what does that feel like for you guys?
It feels kind of surreal. I did a little bit of influencer work before going on Love Island anyway, but I think it's interesting because out of everyone we know, like we obviously know a lot of influencers, but not a lot of them do full-time corporate jobs as well as doing influencing on the side. So I think that's the part that we kind of struggle with sometimes is like maintaining that balance. But like every day we're so grateful for every opportunity that comes our way. And we say it to each other on a nearly daily basis. We're just like, I can't believe we live in Sydney, we live in Bondi, we go to these cool events, we know these cool people.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yeah, like I felt a bit of imposter syndrome at the start.
Yeah.
Like anyone who like knows me in this influencer space knows that I used to get really like I don't know, I felt bad, when brands would reach out to like work with me. I was like, oh really? Are you sure? Like
Serious?
yeah, like I just felt like I don't know, like I wasn't not worth it, but like I just didn't realize what was happening.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm kind of more settled in, I'm like, okay, I'm really grateful for all these experiences. Like being able to go to Splendor and have the experience that I did is just insane to me. Like it's so cool. Yeah.
You guys said that you got back to work, right?
Yeah.
Like back full time?
Yeah, both of us, we work full time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people like that came out of the villa with me. Like they actually took a lot of time off. Like close to about a year off, you know, like, and they were just doing content creating. So yes, that's interesting, that you guys just came out and went straight back to work.
Well, I literally got off the plane and then I think I arrived back in Brisbane where I was living at the time on a Saturday and I started work on the Monday.
Wow.
Crazy.
Like, because I was just like, I've got to pay bills.
Yeah,
you know?
man, no, for real.
Life's expensive, and
It
like
really is.
to me as well. Like I didn't really know what would happen, so I needed the security of a job.
Most definitely. And it's like it's not really that sustainable, man. I can't lie to you.
it's
You know what I
hard.
mean? If
The
you ain't really
hustle
got a
is hard.
vision,
And
most
it's
definitely.
saturated too. Like, no offense to us, but there's so many of us. We're all,
competing for the same thing.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Well, I think the best thing that came out of your season, not like obviously we love Claudia Austin, we're happy for Mitch and Phoebe, but you guys coming out as the two besties.
That's what's up.
I know.
That's what's up.
We've
And
recoupled
now-
with each other.
Yeah, and
We
now
have been coming out. I was like,
hey, exclusive.
we've got this running joke that like we're basically just a lesbian couple now, the first like proper successful lesbian couple out of Love Island, because we
love
spend
that.
so much time together. Like people comment on our photos all the time. You guys should couple up. And we're just like, yeah.
And we always have like
Friendly.
disputes about who's going to be like the more mask one and things like that. So we
We take turns.
we're
We
here.
love that.
You
So
know-
you guys moved in together as well. So you're from the Gold Coast?
I'm from Perth.
Perth.
And then
Oh my
started
god!
Brisbane.
And then you moved to Sydney together.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're
when
now
we-
roomies.
We first moved here. We didn't have a place to live. So Jess, who like from our season, she let us stay with her and her family.
Oh
so
my
we were there for 2 weeks
god!
while we were getting a place. And
We love Jess Lasordo.
yeah.
That was so fun too. Like the three of us, like we'd have a big night out and then we'd all like get into the one bed and just like debrief about the night. It was so good.
yeah.
That's the
Really cute.
best.
One more thing. You guys are saying you spend a lot of time together, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys, hunt together then? You know what I'm saying? When you guys are out in the club, you guys wingmanning each other?
Yeah.
Wingwoman each other?
I've seen it. Don't
Oh,
lie.
you
Yeah, I've seen it.
I feel like we do. Do we? Yeah.
Well, remember that time at Could You Pav?
Oh.
We were all over it.
No, if anyone's seen us at Could You Pab, please erase anything from your memory.
That wasn't
Like,
us.
but there are sometimes as well where like we also like help each other. Usually guys will be in a pair, so they'll come up to us together or things like that. But if we don't like them as a pair, then we will plan together to get away too. Like, so it's we've got both sides of the sword.
Smart, man.
But we do want to go on a double date. So if you know
Ooh.
anyone,
Yes.
yeah.
That's our next mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Don't worry. We're gonna put a whole fly out, man. Or even in this building, even like in Nova. Anybody know anybody that's single? Please hit us up.
Yes.
We know it's good. Listen, so we've got this game, right, that we play. It's called That's Dicey. So it's kind of like Jumanji, right? So once you enter, you can't leave.
Okay.
Okay, so basically we ask you like a few questions and they correlate with some dice that we're actually going to give you guys. So you roll the dice, it lands on a number, we ask you a question that correlates.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm nervous.
Now don't be nervous, don't be nervous.
Nine. Thank you. It was the millennial pause.
Here we go. So, since moving in together, what is the one thing that annoys you most about living with the other?
Oh.
One of y'all messy, one of y'all make too much noise.
Any icks?
You're pretty good. Like there's not really anything that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty good too. Before we moved out, we had a discussion about what we think might be
Boundaries.
like, not boundaries, like what we think we might piss each other off, but we couldn't really think of anything other than the fact that like I earn less money, so sometimes when we go out, I can't be as like baller. That's the only issue, right?
Yeah, but it's not an issue.
It's not an issue at all,
We
because
might
I'm
think
thinking
like,
my best
could
life,
it
right?
be an issue? No, and it hasn't been.
No. We're both like the same.
Does it annoy you that I'd never take the bin out, like the main bin?
No, I don't even notice that you don't do that.
Okay, cool. Good. Well, I shouldn't have brought it up. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, now I'm going to be noticing that, right?
Wait, really? Like, y'all ain't... Oh, damn. Maybe
They
it's
should
just me.
date. That's what everyone's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just too fussy.
Yeah, but as well, like we have like been in the villa together. We know that we work well together, and like our routine is like really similar, you know. So
Yeah.
it's
That's dope.
yeah, and like our apartment like doesn't have much furniture. It's not like there's like going to be so much to
Yeah.
clean.
Rah, I like that though.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Listen.
good.
Okay, do you want me to roll the dice?
Let's go.
3 and 1, 4.
Let's go. So, any couples from your season that you're surprised are still together?
I think I am surprised that Phoebe and Mitch are still together.
Right.
Really? I'm not at all.
Well, now that I've caught up with them so many times, like, no, not at all. They're so in love.
Oh, why are you surprised?
Yeah.
I think I was just surprised that anybody post-show would still be together this long, but especially because, like, Mitch had quite a tumultuous journey with other, like, women, like the thing that happened with the Truth or Dare game. I was like, if it were me, like, I would really struggle, and I think that's because I've got so much, like, baggage anyway, I would really struggle to find trust again and forgive, and I think it was so, like, good of Phoebe to be able to do that, and, you know, it's obviously, like, worked out for her in the long run with them together.
And they are so in love.
They are so
sweet, man.
cute.
They're
I've
sweet.
seen them out together.
Yeah, they're really cute. But I'm not too surprised about anyone.
Yeah, I'm not surprised
I
anymore
wish
at
that
all.
there was, like, more couples.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
same.
be good?
I know, but these shows aren't designed for that.
Absolutely not. We ain't got shit from our season anyway. Let's go.
7.
Ooh, I like this
number.
one.
Yay.
So, who is the most famous person to have slid into your DMs?
I can't answer mine.
What do you got? No, you got
What?
to. We need to hear this one.
I ain't got nothing in my DMs.
Go.
You can't say
No,
it.
because mine's recent and active.
Oh.
Oh, so it's still like, watch this space. Potential something happening?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Mine's recent. So I
Is he from another reality show?
no.
Musician.
No.
Actor.
I know. I'm not gonna say anymore.
He's an athlete.
I'll tell you on the outside.
He's an actor. She said I'm not saying anymore.
No, I'm not saying no. Anyways, Maddie?
I don't think I have, like, a full stock take in my brain of everybody, but, like,
Oh, there's that many.
there's a few, but obviously none that I would actually go for, and so I haven't pursued anybody. But yeah, there's
Put one name. Give us one name.
fuck.
Michael B. Jordan or something.
There was, like, people from, like, Love Island UK.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember their names. That's the thing. That's why they're so, like,
They weren't really that relevant.
no, they're not that relevant to me.
But we've gotten like tickets to like AFL games and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, so, it's, like,
So
there's actually a lot of
Wow.
athletes in our circle, but we wouldn't necessarily, like, fuck them.
Oh.
I would. You've got one that you're.
Oh.
Oh,
What an invitation.
I told you he was an
He
athlete.
plays some sort of sport. AFL, huh?
Yep.
I don't know.
They're the ones that. No, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we got you. Here we go. Don't worry, just roll the dice. She's like, I ain't saying no more.
3.
All right, here we go. If you could be set up with any Love Islander from any season, who would you choose?
And it doesn't matter if they're coupled
Yeah.
up.
UK,
Now. Yeah, from anyone. Anyone.
Brazil.
Think of them as all single people, as individuals.
I can't remember anyone.
Let them
Tall,
think.
dark.
Let them think.
I'm having a huge brain fart. Oh, I know. Can we include Love Island UK?
Yeah.
Davide.
Oh my God, Davide was my favorite.
Yeah,
He's
he's
so
smooth
cool, right?
And so funny.
Yeah, I like him. He's just
and, like, the-
sexiness all over.
Man, and just the way that he's single now again, huh?
He's single.
Oh, yeah,
I can
he
see when
is.
him broke up. Shook.
Oh.
I just love the way that he used to talk to, me and Eric and Sue, we're trying to work out things.
Yes.
But he used to be he had it all going on, man.
Yeah.
But I think it was also just one of those toxic ones too, man.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
they're both
Agreed.
just as crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Star?
I'm really thinking about this because I know who I would have said originally, but then it's like really awkward because I feel like I really liked you on your season. So I was like, to me, you're actually really nice, and I like that. You know?
Oh,
This
saw
ain't
shit.
awkward at all, girl.
Look at him fly.
This ain't awkward.
But you know what? Like, I feel like the talent pool of the Australians are also like really fuckboy. So when I see them on Love Island,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're not like going to be there for me. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, that's true.
think you're a fuckboy, Taku?
Speechless now.
You're saying
You've
yourself.
made him blush.
No, man. You ever seen a black man blush? Nah,
Yeah,
not like this.
I'm looking at it right
nah,
now.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, that's dope. That's dope, though. But Davide, though.
Davide,
yeah,
what a
he's
hunk,
delicious.
right? But toxic.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I need a bit of toxicity. Life's too boring right now.
She said life's too boring without a bit of toxicity. Listen, okay, maybe this is a good time for us to wrap up. Thanks so much for coming, though.
Thanks so much for having us.
We love you.
Absolutely, man.
you guys.
Hopefully we see you guys at more events, red carpet events. We like to dress up, you know how it is. Listen, guys, if you guys have got any guests you'd like to see, please do email us on backtoreality@novapodcast.com.au. We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
You.